Welcome back to Teach Me Money Methods, and in this video I'm going to be starting like a series, and we're going to be talking about good YouTube video ideas, and they're all going to be without showing your face, so you don't have to be on camera in order to create very successful YouTube channels. And we're going to be going over some really cool different niches. I'm going to do the research for you, and then some of these videos are going to hit home with you, and it's going to be right exactly fit with your personality, fit with your interests. It is easier to get into YouTube and start making money and grow a channel when you're actually creating content that you love to create, and it's part of stuff that you already do in your life, like a hobby. For example, if you liked to build RC cars, then building a YouTube channel about that, where you could actually record yourself building RC cars and customizing them and fixing them. There's a whole niche for stuff like that, and then you would actually be able to start profiting from your interests and hobbies. Well, in this case, we're going to be looking at compilation videos. So there's so many different niches that we can get into with compilation videos, and in particularly, we're going to be looking at the food niche. So we'll come through and actually dive in and start doing some research on YouTube. So I'm going to actually type in compilation. And if you type in compilation, you can see all these things right here. All these other keywords are going to automatically drop down right here. Okay, so you can look at all this stuff. Now, I like to start scrolling down because you know that the top stuff up here is going to be very competitive. Now, you can do your research by pushing the space bar and then putting an A in here. You get a whole bunch more, like right here, compilation ASM food. We're going to be talking about this and some other stuff, but this has to do with food. But you can keep going down the alphabet and perform the whatever some people refer to as alphabet soup method of keyword research. But this is how you can find markets and niches to tap into. And you would think that this is highly competitive and there's no way in on some of these niches, but you can still get into almost virtually any niche on YouTube. You just have to do your research, do your due diligence, and any niche, you're going to have to put in time, effort, work, and persistence in order to gain the results that you're looking for. So we're going to scroll down here, and I'm going to actually, this one stands out to me, compilation mukbang, and we're going to click on that, right? And so this is a type of eating compilation. And so all these different videos, when you see the picture and the thumbnail, right? So for one, the thumbnails, these people are getting 38,000 views, and they're not even having to put text on their thumbnails. They're not even having to do any kind of, really high detailed or extremely difficult thumbnails. It's really just a picture of people eating, right? So that's one. And what I like to do is look over here. So obviously compilation mukbang, someone created a compilation channel just in the eating compilations ASMR category. We're going to look at this channel in a second, but I like to scroll down here and see what else there is to offer. So even just two keywords right here, compilation mukbang, is actually not, there's a ton of views, but there is a way to get into this. When we look at vidIQ, we're at 52. So anything over 50, in my opinion, is good. And there is competitions, medium, and volume is in the medium section. So there is a demand for these videos, and it's not all the way over here in the red over here with competition. But there are going to be some other suggested keywords, which is great. But then I also like to come down here and I like to side reference and find vidIQ over 50. And then I also like to find TubeBuddies with very good or excellent keywords. And that's when I know that there's a good keyword. Both tools are good, but I do like to use both of them in sync. And if one is just extremely saying no, don't go for it, then there's so many keywords out there in niches that I would just move on to where I can find a keyword where they both agree. This is a 52, and then this one is a very good. So this is a 61. you're going to get all these other keywords in here, right, that you can use and go after. They're going to be very specific keywords. And every time you click on one of those, it's going to increase and probably go up, right? And so right here, we're looking at a good keyword and a good niche. So next, what I like to do is come through here and actually, you can watch some of the videos. They're just going to be putting together other people's stuff. Now, there's two ways that you can go about doing this. I'm going to type this out. So there's two methods of faceless content creation. Okay. So you can use fair use, and it basically means that you can, don't quote me on this, but you can use around, what I'm hearing is around 10 to 15 seconds. I believe it's actually like 13 seconds, but, use around 10 second clips from any channel. And this falls under fair use. And then you would just put a disclaimer in each video description, right? So what you would do is just go and start watching some of these videos. You can put and you can actually take clips from other people's compilation videos and customize them, because they're already going to be broken up for you. Or you can just go in and find regular channels and do a deep dive and so forth, right? And I'll show you how we can actually get some clips here in a minute. So stay tuned for that. But that's kind of what your thinking is on that. You can use fair use. Don't be afraid to use other people's content. You're not going to get flagged as long as you're using around 10 seconds or less. Just find the really cool clips, and then you can actually go back and forth and make a really cool, interesting video by showing a little bit of one, kind of building up the video, show about 10 seconds, and then skip to something else, and then come back and show the rest of the other video. So then now you're looking at, you can actually show 10 seconds up to a minute of one content creator, if that makes sense, right? So then number two, which is going to be even easier, is just to use Creative Commons and use as much or as long of video clips as you would like. Okay, so we're going to use that right now as the tutorial, but you can just remember, chop any video up into 10-second bits and you'd be fine with fair use. I'm going to just show you a tutorial on Creative Commons. But before we do that, one other thing we want to do while we're dissecting a niche on YouTube is I like to come through and see if there are any, first of all, I want to see if anything is profitable. So if you take this channel here, this ASMR eating compilations, 94,000 subscribers, 600 videos. How old is it? Like, how long did it take them to do that? We're going to come over here and you can see that this channel right here that we were just on, right? This channel right here, we come over here on Social Blade and you can see that there's the 600 uploads, 94,000 subscribers. So they're almost getting their silver plaque. They have a B grade. I like to look for anything that with a B- or higher. It means they've done a good job. And they've only been around since November of 2019, so they're approaching right at the 2-year mark. In 2 years, they've been able to get almost 100,000 subscribers, which is awesome. And they're making around $5,000 per month just on YouTube ads alone. That's not counting anything that they're putting in their description to make more money or affiliate marketing sales. So I really like to see that. This is very, very doable. And this is a faceless YouTube channel because they are not creating the content themselves. They're just taking other people's content, putting it together in unique ways, using a video editor, and you can add voiceover if you wanted to, or you can just, add music, all kinds of fun things you can do. But this is a great niche to get into. There's millions and millions of views. People are just interested in this. I don't know why, but people are interested in watching other people eat interesting foods. It's super funny, but definitely a lot of searches and a lot of people. You can see right here, they're averaging 2.5 thousand subscribers per month and 1.2 million views. This channel is rocking, and it's nice. And they had a huge growth into the middle of last year. And then they've just tapered off and have just been very consistent right here. They've been very consistent. It's dropped off a little bit, but still pretty, it's the linear line has stayed the same on this channel. And so there you go right there. And there's the money that they're making. Now I like to find another channel. So if we come back over here, a channel right underneath this that has 252,000 views on a video from 7 months ago. They only have 36,000 subscribers. I like to go and check out what they've done as well. And look at Compilation. Look, Compilation. Compilation is in every single one of these videos because we typed in compilation mukbang up here. So we come and check this channel out right here. We'll come over here and look at that. And you can see they only have 18 uploads. I don't know how they've pulled this off. B-, but they have 8 million video views and they have 36,000 subscribers, and they are only 2 years old as well. So you're looking at two channels that are only 2 years old. This one's saying that they're making about $500 per month, which sounds about right, because I would say that this is going to be between the $2 and $4 CPM on this niche. So it's not going to be the highest, but it is going to be driven by a lot of views, kind of like the prank niche. You're going to get a lot of views on this stuff. And so you can come and look at their stats as well. And they had a big growth, and then it tapered off. And so on this one in particular, I'm not sure if they actually, how they were able to pull off the 36,000 subscribers with only 18 uploads and 8 million views. Don't know. Even paying for views, though, would be very difficult to pay for 8 million views. So, it's probably legit. But you can go and dissect many more channels and so forth. So now what would you do, right? We're going to come through here. And if I go with compilation mukbang, for example, right here, and I just go to filters, and then I'm going to go to just Creative Commons, and you're going to have a ton of stuff that's going to show up. I'm going to just look at this, right? A ton of stuff. So you could actually come through here and just start downloading some stuff, right? So I'm going to open this one up. We'll just do two from two different channels. I'll right click that one as well. And then when you pull up the video, you can go and take a look at the video. Those are like olives or something. Cool. So then we'll just take this, and then we want to go and download the video. So you just type in download YouTube video on Google, and these change ever so often. They change out, but this YT5 has been a pretty consistent one. So we can go and check that one out real quick. We're going to paste this link in here and push start. All right, and then we can come over here, and this one is only allowing us to download the 480p, not really sure why. So we want to find another one. Okay, so one thing you want to do is you can actually see right here, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I don't know why people listen to this, but this is one of those weird, strange niches that is making people a lot of money. But what you want to do is come through here and go to the settings over here. You want to make sure that, see how this is auto 720p, that's fine. And it'll go up to 1080p. The video that I was looking at earlier, it was actually recorded in 480p. So you're not going to be able to do much better than 480p. So just make sure that you have at least 720p, because that's the standard. That is the lowest high definition. You're going to have quality. There's so many different sites that you can go to. So here's the one that we went to earlier, and we can just go back to it, the YT5S, and we throw that link in there and push start. Let's see if it'll do the 720. And it'll do the 1080p. So it's picking up on the quality, right? There's another one you can use, which is YTmate. I've used this one a lot as well. And I pull this video up right here, and that's actually the bad one. So this is the bad video. And you can see that the max that it'll let you download is 480p. And that's not because of the site's fault. That's because of the YouTube content creator uploaded a poor video quality. So we're going to paste this new one in here, a new video we found, and see if this one will recognize the high definition on this. And it does. You can do 1080p, 720. We're going to go 720 just because, for sake of the tutorial. And it converted. Now we'll push the download button. It's going to download in the lower left-hand corner. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here. I'm going to use a video editor, and I like to use WeVideo. I can leave a link below. WeVideo is cool because it gives you a lot of features like a Camtasia or a lot of other high quality video editors. But it's totally done online, so you can use it on any machine that you have, any computer. And you don't have to worry about downloading and installing it on your desktop and all that. It's always updated, and it has really cool stuff that you can do, because when we create this video, we're going to throw this one in here in a minute. But another thing that you can do is go to stock media, and you could actually type in here like people eating, and you could get this started by all these different videos that you have rights to use. So we could also look at this right here. And just to get something started, you could use this video right here, and you could throw that one in right here. So you have a ton of other videos that we have full rights to use in here as well, right? So we're going to throw that one in there. I'm going to come back over here. And so I really like WeVideo because you have a lot of content that, filler content that you can put throughout your videos as well. So I'm going to go back over to My Media. We have the video. I'm going to drag and drop it into the canvas over here, and we'll let that download a little bit. And then what you would do is you just come back over to YouTube, find more videos, compilation videos, and put them together, right? And chop them up and have multiple different ones. We're only going to use this one for now. We're just going to customize it. But if you have multiple videos, you could actually make multiple videos and just make part 1, part 2, part 3. And you could actually use multiple videos multiple times, if that makes sense. So then you can link them together and chop them up in different unique ways. And that way you can kind of maximize the efficiency and productivity of the videos that you actually pick out. So we're going to grab this. I'm going to drag it over here on the timeline. And we can also, so there's going to be sound here. You can obviously take the sound off over here if you wanted to put your own voiceover and just say, you could actually narrate and say what your opinion is on this, which would be a really cool, unique idea on this as well. For now, we're just going to go like that. And then what you could do is, let's say you came through here and you wanted to kind of make a cut right here. You could just go like that and push cut. And then we would drag this along over here. And then we would just make another cut right here, right? Push the cut button, highlight that, push the delete button, right? And then you just grab the video and drag it back over. I'm going to push the minus button to minimize this. And then we just drag that back over. And then, so like right here, I'm going to push play, and then it switched over to another section. So what you could do right here is transitions, and then just kind of throw a really cool one in here like that. I'm going to turn this down real quick. And then you can make it just kind of look like a really nice smooth transition like that. Boom, right to the next part, right? So then you would just go through there, put a good 20 minutes into each video, and you can add text and just really make this your own video. Then you would just go up to the finish button and you would just push the download button, okay? So that is it for this video. This is a really cool niche to get into. Remember, there's a couple different ways you can get content for this. It's fully faceless YouTube channel that you can start creating today if you are into food and eating. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button so you don't miss out on the other videos I'm going to do. I'm going to reveal a bunch of different YouTube niches and ideas that don't require you to be on camera. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that content. And I will see you in the next video.